Hi, my name is Jeremy Warner, director and co-writer of Villains, Inc.
I'm Mallory Everton, and I played Beatrix in the film.
Mallory does a great job. It's a comedy.
Jeremy's in it, too.
I am in it. Very briefly.
It's really a good moment, though.
You hear my voice in it, too, and my handwriting is in it.
There are lots of good inserts in the movie, and I actually really mean that. It's a beautifully put together movie. Jeremy's a real artist.
Thank
Got
you.
a real eye for design, and you're gonna, it's a treat for your eyeballs.
John Cena. What is a memory you have on set that was particularly, I guess, memorable or funny or weird or challenging?
I'm trying to think. All the days blurred together when we were in like their lair.
Yeah.
I loved those days though because it was like we were in our house, and so just from like an acting perspective, it's like, you know, like when if you're in a play and you're on the set all day and like you're toying with all the things and everything like that Ashley had put together back there, like there was just so much to grab and to think about, and I liked sort of relaxing in that weird industrial environment, and it helped inform some choices that I was making as far as like, this is where she feels at home.
Yeah.
This is the kind of woman she is. This is like where her priorities are, you know? She lives in this like warehouse. So there were things about that that I really liked as far as just like, I remember that as a whole. But probably one of the stickiest memories that I have is working with Jeff Davis, who, you know, I watched on Whose Line growing up, so I was like a little nervous around him, and kicking him over and over again in the crotch was actually so stressful. I just remember being so sweaty while that was happening, because if I was even just a little bit off, I ran the risk of actually kicking him in the nuts, because he was wearing this like belt that would like, I couldn't kick past like his
tiny hammock between his legs.
Yeah,
right?
like it was a really solid, but if I kicked not right in the middle, I could potentially like kick up and maybe graze something, or just kick him in the leg. And I also don't want to be like kicking this guy who I just met in the leg over and over again, but definitely not. Yeah. So that will always like be in my mind, is like I was so like just like laser focused on like hit the mark every time.
You're down by 2 in the Super Bowl and you have to kick that field goal. Like, better
yeah,
not screw it up.
I can't screw this up. I could really, I don't want to damage this very valuable person.
In the valuable place.
Yes, in a valuable place. He could bear children for 50, 60 more years.
Yeah.
I don't want to take that from him.
Biology, such a strange.
What about you?
I think the biggest thing that I remember was the day that Katie went into labor.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I had to leave for Lori Moore's birth. And then the next morning, I had to showed up at the mall and directed Colin playing that shark game.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the first thing I did the next morning. And it was just like, cool, all right, another child is in the world.
I'm a father, back to work.
Yeah.
That is a crazy thing about film in general, that when the production starts, it's very all-consuming. It's almost impossible to be a person when a production is going on, because your days are 12 hours at best, and if you're a director and you're prepping before and after, then I mean, you really are, like, you are only awake for that movie, for that period of time. So having a child is a pretty intense thing to happen. And you just, on an indie project, it's not like we can all be like, oh, we're just gonna push everything. We'll eat the money that we lose from hiring these people. It's like, no. All these people gave up other work so they could be on this set. So we keep working.
Yeah.
We keep rolling. It can be kind of brutal, but it also is sort of like in the nature of the industry right now.
I love my son, but it was just the nature of the beast. Thank you so much for watching. Don't miss our new movie, Villains, Inc. Click the link and get tickets today.